Hey everybody, just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an intro on what we're doing here, what the tank looks like and what the fish are like. So he is a green spotted puffer. I'm not sure exactly how old he is. I know he's about 2 inches long, and at maturity they grow to around 6.5. So he's got a little bit of growing to do, and he's in a 30-gallon cube tank right now, and we'll see how big he gets. If he really needs to be moved when he gets a little bit bigger, we'll move him up to maybe a 40 or 55. Right now we're running a Sun 302 canister filter. Just gives us a little bit more filtration and gives us a lot of biomedia for this 30-gallon tank. It's plenty overkill. I think it's turning over like 6 or 7 times the water that we need it to. So hopefully it keeps his tank clean and keeps him from making too big of a mess. The decorations in there aren't really permanent. I just put something in there to make him feel comfortable for now. We're going to do some nice flat rocks and maybe a piece of like a resin type stump or piece of driftwood, just to kind of make it look a little more natural for him. He's not real happy right now. I'm not sure why. We're working on getting him just acclimated to his surroundings, so he's still not. He doesn't seem to be real happy with his new tank yet. He's only been in here about 3 days, and his belly is pretty dark still. His coloration hasn't really come around yet. I think it's because the store that we bought him from had him all in freshwater, and they're really not. Everything says they're freshwater, but they're really not. They're more of a brackish water, and at adulthood they go full marine. So we're gonna work the salinity up just a little bit today. Probably gonna bump it up to like 1.004 or so, and then increase it a little bit with every water change. So he's not really onto food yet. He's eaten a couple mealworms or partial mealworms. And I put a couple snails in. He hasn't really taken a liking to them yet. I think he's just a little bit nervous still. So we'll see how he turns out and see how it goes. And so I'm going to try to get a little bit of video of us mixing the water and doing a water change today, and we'll see how he reacts to that. Hopefully he lightens up, gives us a little bit of color, and we'll see if we can get him back on his food. The store said they were feeding him feeders and clams on a half shell, and that doesn't really do much for his teeth because he can just suck the clam right out of the shell. And feeder fish, I wouldn't recommend feeding feeder fish to anything really. There's really nothing there for him to trim his teeth on, and it's not carries diseases, and it's not the most nutritious. So we're going to get him eating some snails and eating some mealworms and krill, and see if that can get him to grow a little bit and get him healthy. We did dose some general cure in there, and we're going to do a regimen of that just to make sure he doesn't have any parasites or anything, and see if we can clean him out. And I'll see what I can get for you.